everyone. So we're currently in the UCU Alumni event. Really exciting. And we're going to try today to find some alumni and ask them some questions about what they did after UCU and why are they here now.
Right, yeah. So I'm Mary Jo. At UCU, I majored in math, physics, and neuroscience. And then I went to do a research master's in neuroscience, but then I didn't really want to do a PhD, so I just applied to all the traineeships that were available because I had no idea what to do. And I ended up at Microsoft 8 years ago. And because of my background, I got into data science, which has served me well thanks to ChatGPT. And I did a couple of different roles, but now I do content creation. So I manage and create the educational content around data science and AI for Microsoft. And then on the side, I also do a PhD where I'm researching the use of AI by students at the university.
My name is Omar. I graduated in 2017 from UCU. I was doing, a whole bunch of things. I couldn't really choose, so I did tracks in history, philosophy, psychology, economics, and political science. And now I'm working at the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs and Development Corporation.
Hi, my name is Julia D'Angelo. I graduated in 2023, so not that long ago. I majored in psychology and neuroscience with a minor in linguistics. And right now I'm doing the second master of my career. So I did one right after UCU, and I'm now doing another one. And I'm also at the same time working back at UCU at the international office. So it's been great to be back and kind of be behind the scenes on the other side. And I'm also doing an internship on the side of my master.
I think it's completely different. I think when I graduated UCU, that's also why I actually applied for UCU because I always liked the technical part, but I wanted to do something more applied to society. I didn't want to just become a math, physics specialist. So I always liked the sort of general approach, the broad approach to UCU. Same thing happened when I graduated the master's. I didn't want to do very specific research for a PhD. I wanted to do something applied. And now with education, I do feel that that's the case. Yeah. And I also feel in everything that I did, and because I had to do so many different things essentially, I learned to learn. And I think that is what now I find the most interesting is learning to learn. And I think in the current climate for IT technology, that's also what we're mostly looking for is people that can adapt, that can learn new things, that understand how to adapt with all the different technologies. So now that has sort of become my expertise. It's not necessarily the exact topics that I studied, but how I studied them and how I learned them. Yeah.
Funnily enough, yes, it was actually a Polko event about the rise of China, so geopolitics. And it was a guest speaker from the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs. And he kind of inspired me and got me thinking I want to be that guy as well. So yeah, that's then after I walked into the bus station, and then when I walked back, I was I think I want to be a diplomat as well. So
I think one thing that I learned is to not be afraid to try things out. I think funnily enough, I was really reluctant to take an intro to linguistics class in my first year, and it turned out I minored in it and I wrote my thesis in psycholinguistics. So you really don't know what things can bring you, and I think UCU has so many great options for you to try things out, both academically, socially, personally, and this is the time to do it. So I really think I am taking that and still applying it in my daily life even after UCU. So.
Yeah, could you maybe describe UCU in one word?
Yeah, I would then say generalist because that's what it made me essentially, and I think that's what's really useful nowadays. Yeah.
Home. Yes.
I would say one word can be enriching.
I think for me, and I think for both of us also, working with the alumni and having these sort of opportunities of UCU NEXT were really big in our campaign. And so it's really nice to, be here now and see this actually happening.
I think from my perspective, working with student council has been always really lovely, in the past years, but especially this year, I feel this board has been very on top of wanting to bring alumni here, wanting to sort of move students forward in their career prospects or postgraduate options, because we know that's a big question mark and maybe one that lingers for a lot of people. But this event has been so successful, and I think we started really early, and I really just loved how they jumped on board with how I was thinking about it, and I was able to adapt to how they were thinking about it. And it's been incredibly successful. To have 15 alumni in the room on a work day, on a Monday, it's pretty unheard of. And yeah, I'm just really grateful that we actually had a lot of students turn up and smiles and a lot of good feedback. So yes, this is like what I live for in my job.
Nice question. I've just been really grateful that so many people showed up, that we got this together so well. I was a bit scared that we only have like a handful of students coming, and just like seeing so many happy faces, like as you've been saying, it's really rewarding and it's really exciting. Yeah.